For simple movements that predict how long seniors will live, have you ever watched a grandchild play on the floor and felt a tiny pang of envy at how effortlessly they sit down and stand back up? Or perhaps you've noticed that some of your peers seem to move with a certain lightness while others have begun to slow down. We often think of aging as something that happens to us from the inside, out a matter of heart rates and lab results. But the truth is, your body speaks a much louder language through the way it moves. Today, we're going to look at 4 simple movements that act like a crystal ball for your health. These aren't just exercises. They are functional benchmarks that doctors and researchers use to predict how many vibrant and independent years we have ahead of us. I'm not here to ask you to run a marathon or lift heavy weights. I'm here to help you listen to what your body is trying to tell you, so you can keep doing the things you love for decades to come. The power of the rise. The first movement is perhaps the most famous in the world of longevity research. The sitting rising test. It sounds deceptively simple. Can you lower yourself to the floor into a cross-legged sitting position and then stand back up, using as little support from your hands or knees as possible? A landmark study followed thousands of people in our age group and found that those who could perform this move with minimal help lived significantly longer than those who couldn't. It's a total body report card for your flexibility, balance, and leg strength. Think of a man named Arthur. Arthur is 68 and loves gardening. But he realized he'd started plopping into chairs and avoided the floor entirely. When he first tried this test, he had to use both hands and a knee to get up. Instead of feeling discouraged, Arthur started practicing. He didn't do it perfectly on day 1, but by reclaiming that strength, he found that he could suddenly prune his low-growing roses without the back pain he'd accepted as just part of getting old. Being able to rise isn't just a test. It's your ticket to staying on the move, the story your grip tells next. Let's talk about something we use every single morning, our hands. Think about opening a stubborn jar of pickles or carrying a heavy bag of groceries from the car. Hand grip. Strength is one of the most reliable proxies for overall muscle mass and biological age. It's a vital sign that many experts believe is just as important as your blood pressure. Research shows that a firm grip is linked to a lower risk of heart disease and a sturdier nervous system. Take Margaret. For example, Margaret is 72 and a gifted pianist. She noticed her grip weakening and felt her world shrinking. She was worried she'd eventually lose her independence. By focusing on simple, functional movements like carrying her, watering can with intention, or using a soft stress ball while watching the news, she maintained that vital connection between her brain and her muscles. Your hands are your primary tools for interacting with the world. A strong grip means you are still firmly in the game. It's the balance of a single limb or third movement is the one-legged stand. If you're at home, try it. Now perhaps near a sturdy counter for safety. Can you stand on one leg for 10 seconds? As we age, our proprioception, the body's ability to sense where it is in space, can get a little rusty. This is the primary reason why falls become a concern as the years pass. But balance is a skill, not a fixed trait. Imagine a woman named Suzanne who loved traveling. During a trip to Cobblestone, Europe, she felt wobbly and anxious. When she got home, she started practicing her balance for just 1 minute every morning while brushing her teeth. Within months, that wobble disappeared. Standing on one leg requires your brain, your inner ear, and your ankles to work in perfect harmony. When you master your balance, you aren't just preventing a fall. You're reclaiming the confidence to walk any path you choose. Whether it's a mountain trail or a museum gallery, the pace of your path finally. We look at your natural walking speed. Think about the last time you walked through a grocery store or down the sidewalk to meet a friend. Do you have a purpose in your step, or have you noticed yourself shuffling? Doctors often call gait speed the 6th vital sign. It's a complex task that requires your heart, lungs, and skeletal system to work together. A brisk walking pace is a wonderful indicator of high reserve energy, the extra fuel your body keeps in the tank to fight off illness or recover from stress. I think of George. A retired teacher in his late 70s, George noticed he was always the last one to reach the table. When meeting his friends for lunch, he felt like the world was moving faster than he was. He started taking purposeful walks, not long ones. Just 10 minutes where he focused on swinging his arms and landing on his heels. Slowly, his natural speed increased. He wasn't just walking faster. He felt more energetic and alert. Your pace is a reflection of your internal vitality, your journey, your pace. I want to be very clear. These movements are not meant to judge you. They are meant to inform you. If you tried one of these today and found it difficult, please don't be discouraged. Your body is incredibly resilient, and it is never, ever too late to improve. The goal isn't to be a professional athlete. The goal is to be the best version of yourself so you can enjoy your family, your hobbies, and your freedom. These 4 tests rising from the floor, your grip, your balance, and your pace are simply markers on a map. They show you where you are so you can decide where you want to go. I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 4 movements do you feel most confident in, and which one would you like to work on? Maybe you have a story like Arthur or Margaret. Please share your thoughts in the comments below. We learn so much from each other's experiences. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to our community. Share this with a friend or a loved one. Sometimes the best gift we can give is the inspiration to stay strong. Thank you for spending this time with me. Keep moving, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video.